Hi there. In case you haven't noticed, politics is not the only place where people are congregating on the extreme ends of the spectrum. It seems this has become a cultural mindset and norm in almost every facet of modern life. And it is no different in the spheres of health, wellness, diet, exercise, and human performance. You've got this bifurcation of the modern conventional healthcare with alternative health and wellness. And of course, there's no shortage of dietary camps with their entrenched tribes ascribing to their dietary deity. Vegan, vegetarianism, carnivore, paleo, keto, Mediterranean, high carb, low fat, low carb, high fat. And it's ditto for the exercise. Aerobic is good, aerobic is bad, resistance, strength, intervals, Tabatas, all one-dimensional dogma. Thus, dogma rules the day, woof woof, while open-ended discussion, the kind that leads to real and sustained progress, has largely died out. And that's why I'm here today, to get you to start that conversation with yourself and us. Now, this last 3 years have pretty well demonstrated this. From our personal lives to the global scale, it is easy to recognize everyone has and is suffering from their extreme and intransient positions. The result? The population as a whole is a lot less healthy, and really a lot less wealthy because we fail to have meaningful conversations and discussions over the evolving facts. Instead, fear and the resulting intransience has ruled the day. And it is time for open conversation and discourse, which is the purpose of this vlog, to engage you in discussion and exploration and curiosity rather than more dogma. So instead of challenging you, let me begin by offering a couple of points that are in my wheelhouse that we can all agree upon to better understand the why for optimizing your fat metabolism. First of all, we can all agree too much sugar is not a good thing and will eventually lead to problems. Hey, nothing radical to speak of here, right? But what most people do not understand is this. Your body sees concentrated forms of carbohydrates, any kind of concentrated carbohydrate, as glucose. And that's blood sugar. That's right, sugar. That's right, and it's a key reason why we have an epidemic of chronic diseases like diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Too much sugar on a daily basis, no matter what the source of carb, is simply not a good thing. Even if you are an athlete, bonking, energy swings, and the literal physiological need to consume concentrated forms of carbohydrates every few hours, even when sedentary, is a sign you're probably eating too much sugar. Think about this. Like I said, too much sugar, we can all agree about that. Second, we can all agree upon the benefits of physical activity. Once again, zero controversy on this topic. No need to go liberal or conservative or science versus religion or any other iteration of the cultural divides we seem to distract ourselves with on a daily basis. Nothing controversial here, right? So whether sedentary or not, we all know being physically active is a very good thing. Yet, again, the human condition has us forming those tribes of exercise and the need to be right about a single modality instead of a deeper conversation and understanding of the various modalities and the underlying physiology and how this all works on your metabolism. The point here is, get moving. Our evolutionary heritage is to move for hours upon hours, including the ability to cover great distances if necessary, and from all this activity, become physically strong and robust. Strong and robust as if our life depended upon it, because for most of human history it did, and it still does. Again, nothing controversial here, something we can all agree upon. No camps. Accomplishing all this was not done by carb loading, glycogen, nor gels. It was done via fat metabolism, the pathway to tapping into your virtually limitless energy source, as well as virtually all of the pathways to building and rebuilding every cell in your body. From a science perspective, zero controversy, and why I'm bringing it up. Fat metabolism is what develops the capacity for a competitive swimmer to compete in a sport where the competitions are completely glycolytic. Yet, to get there, it's built on those long hours staring at a black line on the bottom of the pool, doing the work in a fat-burning state. Same with an elite runner or cyclist. Like our ancestors, developing that aerobic and metabolic capacity to perform, compete, and win is mostly accomplished through those hours of training on a fat-based physiology. And that's the one we fail to see. Developing your fat metabolism in no way limits your glucose metabolism. In fact, proper fat adaptation, building metabolic capacity for performance and health depend upon fat and carbohydrate metabolism enhancing each other. And this is precisely why we use carbohydrates strategically, so you not only gain the performance, but to enhance fat metabolism. And this will sound roundabout, but just as importantly, by focusing on optimizing fat metabolism, carbohydrates yield a much bigger bang for the buck using less while providing the adaptive stress to increase fat metabolism. Think of this in terms of the yin-yang concept of duality instead of two dietary camps arguing and at war on who is right and better. OFM is no more a keto diet than it is a high-carb diet. It is not a diet, but an individualized approach so you can reach a state of higher health and peak performance in every facet of life. Now, isn't that something we can all agree upon? Start a conversation with us today about building your metabolic capacity.